Welcome back, everybody. There are a lot of milestones that I have reached, and one of them includes getting up to rank 600. I wasn't able to record at the time because I was not near my computer, but I took some screenshots. Here's the rank up for the 600 rank up, and there's another picture right there. So max number of teams increased to 12, which is nice. This was during the Star Treasure Thieves Den, which is a really nice plus egg dungeon to farm. And I also received a crown. You don't see it in this image, but let me scroll to the right, and you'll see that I've actually gotten within the top 1% of the ranking dungeon. This one is, I think, Take Minakata. I don't really care much for the crown, and this was kind of like an accident. A lot of the ranking dungeons require a lot of speed, and the way that I play is with a lot of time extends. My team is with rainbow teams, Raw Drag, you see on top of me, and then Awoken Raw. Those guys are the reason why I play this game, and so I don't have any speed teams. Speed teams, I think Shiva Drag is the king of speed, so I don't really go for these, and I guess it's kind of cool to see a little crown, but it's not worth the stones. I'm not that skilled. It would require a lot of tries for me to get under 1%, and you need the right team, and that can be kind of hard. So I kind of just got this out of luck, and pretty happy about it. So that's another achievement, and of course I reached rank 1000, so let me go into my game. Which one is it? This one. If you see this, rank 1000. How cool is that? So I get a bonus for 1,000 days played. Let's open it up. I get 10 magic stones. Hooray! 10 magic stones. And of course, the Memorial Tamadra. So let's take a tour through my box. 1,000 days and rank 600. And a ton of rolls. You'll get to see what's in there, what kind of teams I'm working on. You'll notice that I have max leveled and max skilled and max awoken a lot of these cards, and it's just to make teams in the future. And we'll talk about teams in another video because there's so much to talk about with teams. I have so many cards and so many possibilities. Even unconventional teams that I've thought of, and that kind of work. In this video, we'll just talk about some of the cards that I am very proud to have and very lucky to have, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy. So this is a pretty cool card here. I have the Christmas Liu Bei. I haven't used him too much, but he has a triple TPA, which would be great for a Shiva team. This is a trophy team right here. You see at the very top of the screen, we have max skilled Scarlets right across the board, all the way across the board. What does it mean? Well, it means that we have a system going on. You can use 3 Scarlets, and that generates, what, 12 fire orbs. If you link, I think, if you link 10, then I think you do a 25 multiplier, which I thought would be a really good farm team, but it is a bit slow. We'll talk about that in a later video for sure. These are my trophy girls right here. Awoken Leyland for fire. I do use these 2 girls for farming, for very, very fast farming. Antares, this is an accidental feed. Make sure you favorite the monsters you absolutely don't want to feed away, because I was working on a plus 99 recovery card to feed away, and I accidentally fed my Antares the 99 recovery egg. I don't know what to do about it. I feel like I'll just leave it on Antares. I really love these mechanical gods. These mechanical star guards are absolutely outrageous. They're lacking a lot of skill boost, and that's what's holding them back. So hopefully their ultimate evolutions will get skill boosts. At the very top here we have Tsubaki. This is my new favorite leader for farming. She's absolutely outrageous, very fast, and a lot of high sustain. I run her with 2 Awoken Leylands, an Ilm, and a Saria. That team is really good. Hopefully I can show you guys in a future video. Maybe for a plus egg farming video. One of those farming videos. Next on the list is water. We have some pretty good water cards that I've obtained recently. Here's a really good one up here. We have 3 Blonyas. Blonyas are really good to stack with each other. I think they lack recovery though. Yeah, they do. Hermes on the very right hand side. In the middle we have Awoken I. Very sexy couple. Very nice. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. You guys know about Awoken Isis. She's actually, it's really hard to find a rainbow sub. No, it's really hard to find a wood sub for a rainbow team, and Awoken Isis is pretty much the perfect fit. Let's see. I got a Scold. I've never used the Scold, but she sits there. I do have a Muse. That's a recent find here. As you see here on the right hand side of the screen, there's Muse. Let's go back to Scold. As we go down the list, this guy I recently hyper maxed. This is for Arena 2.0. I was hoping to use this card to tackle the dungeon in a consistent manner, but Arena 2.0 is very hard. They really mess with the rainbow teams, and Raw Drag isn't as strong as he used to be as he was in Arena 1. But I'm hoping for the buff to come in as soon as possible. He gets a skill bind resist, which will make, I think, Raw 100% skill bind resist, and a God Killer, which would be really helpful, especially because he doesn't have very much attack. Okay. Once again, we have these Machine Gods, Cancer, Acubens. This guy is actually really cool. I really like the enhanced orbs on his awakening. We have the God Killer there, skill bind resist, but he's like he is missing a lot of skill boost, just like all the machines out there. He might be really good for the Fenrir team that I have. I do have Fenrir, yes. Another pair of trophy cards here. We have double Sumire. I don't know what to do about these cards yet, but I'm expecting Sumire to be pretty strong with her ultimate evolution, of course. Okay, so now we're on green. We're on woods. At the very top, we have the Rag Drag, my second monster dragon purchase. I was hoping this guy would be great to pair with the Raw Dragon. He kind of fits. He brings a lot of survivability with his 6,000 health. So you're able to tank hits, but the downfall is that recovery, it's at 0, and it doesn't get multiplied because he's not a god type. So there are weaknesses to this, but because of that God Killer, I think this makes him one of the strongest God Killers in the game. So if you run him with Courage and change an enemy god to a water type, he actually does like 6 times the damage all by himself, which is insane. I think it's 6. I mean, you get 3x with the God Killer, and then you get 2x with the element advantage, so that is 6x. Plus whatever multipliers on top of that. So he has potential, but it could be a very expensive team. Kaede, she is my 6-star card for the Dragon Callers. She's really good. I used to use her in a system with a bunch of Meimeis. I really like the Dragon Callers, actually. You find me using them in systems quite a bit. So instead of using like Zuo Meimei, I use Kaede Meimei or something like that. Kaede Meimei with a Bastet friend. Okay, we have 4 Meimeis. They're max skilled. It was like the old system I used to use. Now I use Tsubaki. Bastet at the very top. Parvati here. Not max skilled. We have 3 Liu Beis that are max skilled. I was hoping to put them maybe on like a Verdandi team, but that team never flourished because I got Verdandi really late. A recent addition here is this Gronya. I'm not quite sure what to do with Gronya, but she's gonna be, I think, helpful in the future. So I'm holding on to her. I plan to max skill her. These Sonya cards are really good with their awakenings, and so it's great to have. Their actives are also really strong. We have Australis. This guy's a little underwhelming now. He has 5 rows, yes, but no skill boost, no survivability. He's pretty much pure offense, and so you can't really stack these guys very hard. Maybe 1 is good, but I have 5. I really do. Oh yeah, you see down there at the very bottom, there are 4 more Australis waiting to be leveled up. We have the Sengoku green guy, the GZL, one of the early hyper maxed cards in my box. I never really used this guy, so I kind of regret giving this guy 297, especially because I didn't use him very often. He was a really good farm lead, but he's fallen off pretty hard. Hopefully his Awoken evolution or his ult evolution will be a little bit stronger. Next on the list is Light. Oh man, the reason why I love this game is because of the rainbow gods here. We have Awoken Ra, you see on the top left, and we have the Ra Dragon right above me. Ra Drag has carried me through a ton of content. I recently saw his popularity, and he's actually number 10. It's probably because you need Dark Kali for Ra Dragon to really shine. We have Hathor, one of the cards that I actually secretly admire. We have a bunch of enhanced light orbs, which boosts the damage quite a bit. Hathor has potential, I think. I can't wait to see further evolutions for Hathor. I think she has a lot of potential there. As we scroll down, Awoken Ra, I have to give this guy props. This is the card that started it all, and he still sits there in my box. He's used primarily as a farm lead nowadays. You see these 2 skilled delay resists. These are for the latent Tamadras. I actually use Ra Tengu, and I farm a lot of Jewel Dragons, Tamadras, everything there. I recently got Kana, Hyper Maxter, in hopes of bringing a ton of damage. I plan to throw down maybe attack latents just to see how high her damage can get. It can be quite ridiculous. Right now it's a 2 attack for God and Dragon types for 1 turn, plus a skill haste. I was actually thinking about merging her with my Ra Dragon leader when the skill assist comes out. Double Light Kali, Hyper Max of course for the Ra team. We have a maxed Elia, this is another trophy card. She's farmable in multiplayer dungeon, which is nice because multiplayer dungeon is going away soon, and going into the coin dungeon. Here at the very top I have DQXQ. She recently had her Awoken evolution announced, and she will be a 10x leader. How crazy is that? I'm thinking about pairing her with, I think his name is Apollo. Apollo's that double orb changer, the Persephone class. She might be really good in the future. That's a lot of damage. She's missing a little bit of survivability, but who knows? Of course, Holy Thunder Dragon Indra. I'm awaiting his Awoken state. Hopefully he gets his sub-element of water and a lot more cool awakenings. That double skill bind resist you see over there on the right. Oh man, that is so helpful for a Ra Drag team because Ra Drag doesn't have any skill bind resist. So this guy, you definitely want to keep on a Ra Drag team. Let's see here. Akion, one of my favorite leaders actually. It's a very good farm team. If you read it carefully, you get a 5 multiplier for matching any enhanced orb with at least 1, or match a 5 linked with 1 enhanced orb in it. And this works with rainbow teams, so I'm thinking about a potential farm team. She is of course overshadowed by Hamal. I think Hamal is a lot better because Hamal has access to better subs, including Eskamali. Alkion. That's the Taurus one, I think. And how fortunate is this? You guys see here, these are my trophy ladies at the very top. We have triple Dark Kali. I'm keeping them all. I use these 2 for farming purposes, general purposes, and then this last one over here, recently maxed and fully awoken. This might be used for a skill assist. So I have an orb transformation potential there. I ate one of my Zayrogs, but fear not, I have another Zayrog on the way. He's already max skilled. I just need to evolve him. Over here, Claire, Pandora, Metatron, second to last here on the right hand side. The card that everybody wants. Escamali, the brightest star in the Libra constellation. Hey, turns out I'm Libra. Maybe that's the trick. Prayed to the Skyfall gods and got Escamali. Oh my gosh. And so this is probably the reason why I will buy a Yomi Dragon, because Escamali is outrageously strong. It's insane how much stronger she makes your dark cards. We have Awoken Yomi, both the Batman are pretty strong for machine types, so there could be some potential there for Batman. And Escamali. Actually, Escamali has a really good leader skill. It's kind of like Awoken Yomi, except for she boosts machines instead of gods. So there's that leader potential there when more machines are released into North America. We have Durga getting buffed on the top left. I don't think... Well, yeah. I have 2 Max Haku. Could put her into a system with dark cards. My dark box is really strong. We have Anubis at the top. Typhon, he is the opposite of Gaudius. He's a 6-star version. I'm really excited to have this guy. I just don't know what to put on him. Maybe a bunch of Pandoras. Who knows? You need heart makers. Grisar, max this guy out. He's the opposite of Elia. Another trophy card. There is that Xerog Infinity that I maxed out. Yomi, Hades, Ichigo right here. Recently max skilled this guy. I think he's strong, but he's not endgame strong. He can cover a lot of endgame content, but not the strongest of the strong content. I kind of see him as a stronger Kali, a stronger Light Kali, a stronger D Kali as a leader. I really like his active, so it might be really useful to skill assist this guy. It'd be nice if it was the true damage instead of the time extend, but I do often mix orb change with my time extend for my raw dragon, so this could be a nice skill assist to a raw dragon. Who knows? We'll see. There's a lot of potential there. Double Fenrir, I maxed out one of them, still working on the second one. You can make a nice little system with these guys. You can have like a 400 multiplier or something like that, some ridiculous multiplier. Of course, you're working with jammers, the trolliest orb there is, and Hamal. I really like this card. I actually used this card for the recent ranking dungeon. I mix Hamal with Hamal with Yomi Dragon, and you do quite a bit of damage. It's really nice because these Machine 2 cards are god machines, and they benefit off of Yomi Dragon. So if you don't have a Yomi Dragon, Hamal is probably the next best thing you can get. Or if you have Yomi Dragon friends, Hamal is a great alternative. I really love this card. Hopefully there are skill boosts that come out soon. Hamal plus Escamali. That's a pretty powerful duo right there. Christmas Hakus, of course, more enhanced orbs. Thinking about making a team with that. Castor, he's the Mechanical Star 1 series. He may be a great addition because of his double skill bind resist. We have, what's this guy's name? Akachi Mitsuhide. He's kind of outshined by Escamali, but he's a good Escamali replacement. As we go down, I have Kanna and I have Satsuki. Alan also got a Satsuki, and he's really excited about using Satsuki in his Sephiroth team. I don't have a Sephiroth. I don't think I rolled for Final Fantasy. I do have a bunch of Zuos you see at the very top, and I think that's about it. I kept my Hamals. I max skilled this Bleach dude, my Yuri. But other than that, you know, just keeping cards for the sake of maybe Gung-Ho unlocking their potential in the future. So, of course, I'm keeping all these Zuos. Maybe there could be a potential multiple Zuo team. Neptus doesn't have any Awoken evolutions yet. You know, keeping these cards just in case. At the very bottom, I keep I keep my 297 in reserve on the Dark Pangras. I have a full team that I could potentially grow. Right now, I have a hypermaxed Awoken Raw team and a hypermaxed Raw Dragon team, but there could be potential for a hypermax Yomi Dragon team, especially because I have that Eskamali. Underneath that, man, I just have a bunch of peas. I don't know why I've been hoarding these peas for days. Some orbs that some evolution cards that I keep, more peas. Ton of latent awakenings just because I don't know where to throw them. I have a ton of light peas here, so I guess if I get lazy, I can definitely feed these guys out. More latents. Some cards I plan to keep for evolution, and then of course the dark peas are really hard to come by. I have like triple of everything else except for the dark peas. So definitely keep your dark peas for something important, guys. I think there's a reduced drop rate for those guys. Anyway, that's my box. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed sharing my box with you. I have a lot of really good cards, and I'm very thankful for all the luck that I have received from rolling these cards. But of course, you know, I've also spent a lot of money over the past 1,000 days, and this isn't normally a box you'd see with someone who doesn't do in-app purchasing. So I'm really excited to, you know, work on further teams with this one. But we're at rank 600. I'm still very much into the game. I'm still very excited to play for many more years. Hopefully Gung Ho will keep us all entertained. But in the next video, let's talk about potential teams, and that'll be a fun one to talk about. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video on the box tour. 100 days, no, 1,000 days at rank 600. Plus, I got that little crown on the top left-hand side. It's really exciting, and a lot of achievements have been made. I'm very glad to be able to share this with you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you.